Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, to another mind-blowing video about the truth behind the curtain, the truth behind the real history, and not the fake history. This was a newspaper, by the way, published, which says the following: April 15th, 1912, Titanic sinking, no lives lost. What the heck is happening to our history? Are they manipulating the history? Are they manipulating historical events? I mean, we all know that the Titanic was not Titanic, it was actually the Olympic. I mean, that's kind of an old story. I know some of you guys still don't know this, but just research, by the way, just do a research. But this is another one, right? Like, why would they say this? Like, Titanic sinking, no lives lost, in the World Edition in Vancouver, April 15th, 1912. Guys, this is very suspicious. We have here history manipulation at its finest. Now, the Titanic had the accident allegedly on the morning of the 15th of April at around 2 a.m. in the morning. So my question is the following. It doesn't say at what time of the day this article was published, unfortunately. I presume, I know, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I have no idea, 7 o'clock in the morning. Who knows? But you would not say this, alright, unless you have some confirmation. You would just not say this randomly in the news without having concise confirmation. So I'll leave it here, guys, for you to make your own judgment. But again, this is a perfect example of how history can be manipulated so easily. Moving on to the next picture, this is bunkers in India. That's right, in India they were ancient bunkers because in the ancient Vedas of the Mahabharatas, which were ancient Vedic scripts, were talking about nuclear wars between the ancient gods. They were using weapons of mass destruction, and even in the actual documents they were talking about the weapon melting trees and melting people, like literally in a couple of seconds. So these were places of effectively survival, places of escape. They were literally ancient bunkers. So yeah, one more time, guys, remember that nothing is as it seems. This is just a clear example that, in history, when we look back, things are not clear. Things are never clear. And remember that meltology, which is a science that investigates melted ancient buildings, which is quite a serious thing, has discovered that many buildings in the past, even castles, for example, were completely melted to the ground, and only a small portion of them was left. Why is that? Why is that happening? Very simple. In our past, there were a number of resets, and we are not the last one, guys, or the first ones. As the Bible clearly says, there's never, nothing is new. Nothing is new. Everything is old, because things happen in a cycle. Very important. And to finish off this video, guys, I want you to look at this one. Again, very important. This is a very important picture because it depicts petroglyphs, drawings from ancient Indian documents and drawings showcasing the ancient vimanas, the flying buildings, that's right, which are now ancient temples, and some of them lost their powers in India. And those ancient temples back in the day had the ability to fly. And yeah, quite crazy. I mean, they even represent them in stones which are more than 1,000 years old, and they show how these things levitate and function, allegedly with some sort of energy. I'm not sure if this is meditation energy. I have no idea what kind of energy this is. Faith energy, who knows, guys? I have no clue. But anyway, I'm just joking, because obviously I don't know. But this is just clear image of that the technology we think we know about in the past is actually completely different to what it is in reality. So guys, that's it for today's video. As always, very short, very sweet, but on point. This is the truth of our past. Nothing is what it seems, and it will never potentially be. Remember, the official narrative is written by the winners and not by the truth. And the winner gets to change the game and gets to change the rules. So whatever you learn right now, remember, it was prescribed by a specific set of individuals with a specific set of interests, and those interests could benefit you or not, but most likely it will only benefit them, as you can imagine. So guys, that's it for today's video. As always, see you later in the next upload.